Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we are going to be talking about the match between FC Barcelona and Sevilla, and in this game Barcelona has tied against Sevilla 1-1. And let me tell you guys, from the very beginning of this video I want to say this: Barcelona did not play a bad game. Barcelona played so well on the field tonight against a very tough Sevilla side that all I have to do is to just give them a round of applause, is to say that you guys are improving, that you guys are a much more improved version of what we did see about 4 to 5 weeks ago under Ronald Koeman. These players, they are really giving it their all. We have seen so many players emerging into Xavi's Barcelona and so many players improving already, like Eric Garcia, Piqué, Araujo, Frankie de Jong, Gavi, Dembele. And again, the only thing that I do want to say is I want to congratulate these players for doing what they can for this Barcelona badge, because you can really see those intentions coming from these players. And in this game against Sevilla, it was just another case. Like, this Barcelona squad here, they know exactly what they want to do. They know exactly what they want to look like, which is why I am not too frustrated with the way that we came out from this game only receiving 1 point, because let me tell you guys, Barcelona deserved to receive all 3 points. But this is football. This is how football is going to work most of the time. But overall, I am very impressed with what Xavi has done with this Barcelona squad, and I do think that in time, very soon, my friends, we will get to that position where we are going to be one of the top Spanish teams in this league, and it's going to be happening again very soon. So what we are going to be doing in this video is talk about the first half, the second half, and then give my overall conclusion of this game. But first, I do want to shout out the OneFootball app. The OneFootball app is considered as the best football app you could find within the App Store when it does come to the latest player news, team news. If you want to follow your team within La Liga or the Premier League or the German League, you guys would be able to do that within the OneFootball app. You guys would also be able to see the latest transfer news, anything regarding your favorite player or team. All of that is going to be compact within one app. And for those of you guys who are in the UK, you guys are also able to see La Liga highlights. If you guys do want to see some highlights regarding Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, all of that again is going to be within the OneFootball app. If you guys do want to download the app, you guys can either scan the barcode that you do see on the video, or you can look at the link which will be in the description box down below. But now let's get back into the video. So let's first start with the starting 11. And if we look at this 11 here, we can see that this is the most reasonable and effective starting 11 that Xavi could play. So we saw Dembele on the right wing, Abde on the left wing, and that was a very dangerous front three with Jugla being that striker. I understand why Xavi doesn't want to place Jugla as the striker within the front three, because he has been showing a lot of potential. And then when it comes to Ronald Araujo, like we have discussed before, Xavi has no other choice. Des right now does have lower back problems, so that means that Araujo was playing as a right back in this game. So now let's go on to the first half. And in the first half, I think that Barcelona were very impressive. They showed a lot of character, they showed dominance, and we are finally starting to see the hand of Xavi Hernandez. We know exactly what Xavi wants to do with this club and how he wants these players to play, because what Barcelona did in this first half is that they kept Sevilla in Sevilla's own half. Like, we were the ones that dominated the game. We were the ones that looked the most confident on the field, and that is very impressive, right? Because this is a Sevilla side that is in second place. Like, Sevilla has been doing tremendously well against every other Spanish club within this season, but the fact that Barcelona came into Sevilla's home and dominated them in this way, this is a great foundation to build upon, and you can really see that there is a clear game plan. And what did impress me a lot within this match is that Barcelona did not look like they were running out of ideas, because they basically revolved around 3 different options to attack Sevilla. It was option number 1, the shots coming from Abde and Jugla. They both took their chances. Like, there were moments in the first half where we're like, okay, is he really going to shoot from there? Like, is that really going to happen? And they actually attempted to do so. And then moving on to option number 2, they moved on towards Dembele, receiving the ball on wide areas. Then we saw him take on about 2 or 3 players like 90% of the time. It gave space on the other side of the pitch, and you can just sense, right, that it gave Sevilla a feeling of low confidence. And it came to a point where Sevilla's manager Lopetegui was screaming at the players and ranting and saying, like, what are you doing? We need to continue to pound Dembele, because the only thing that Dembele is doing right now is taking on our own players. We need to wake up. And so we gave Sevilla so many headaches. And then moving on to option number 3, they gave a lot of crosses towards Jugla in order for him to header the ball into the net. There were moments where I felt like he could have been more accurate with his headers, but it is what it is. But those were the basic 3 options that Barcelona revolved around when it came to looking for that attacking and goal scoring opportunity. They were very unpredictable, and if we were to look at the first half stats from Barcelona, you can see that Barcelona were dominant in every aspect of the game. We had more total shots, we had more chances created, we had more accurate passes, pass success, less fouls conceded. So we were playing our game, and I love that. But unfortunately, even though Barcelona were playing very well, Sevilla actually found the first goal, and it came through Sevilla's first shot and first opportunity to find the goal on the back of the net. And this is becoming the the new normal for Barcelona is for Barcelona to play very well. You see them passing, you see them moving, you see them create goal scoring opportunities, but only for the opposition to find their first opportunity and they get a goal from that. And I do not want to discredit Papu Gomez from Sevilla because what he did was very smart. Like, there was a corner kick for Sevilla. Gomez ran around the box. He went into an area where no player was at, and then he shot the ball into the bottom left corner. But here's what really surprised me the most about this first half is the fact that there was a tendency, a characteristic that Barcelona showed on the field that we did not see under Ronald Koeman. Because before, every time Barcelona were losing about 1-0 or 2-0, they put their heads down. But in this game, Barcelona did not put their head down. When Sevilla scored that goal, Barcelona were playing their exact same game. They dominated the ball. They pressed immediately. They used Dembélé effectively, and that led towards more opportunities. This is why I do say that the mentality aspect of the game, it is so important because it will give you opportunities. It will open the doors to so many things. Because on the 45th minute, we saw Barcelona score their goal and leveled 1-1 with a goal coming from Ronald Araujo, and this was a great goal and a very important goal. And especially at the moment that he did score this, it was on the 45th minute. Like, we came out that first half with a 1-1 tie, and if you were to look at the goal that Araujo scored in the air, just look at how high he was in the air. Like, there was no way any Sevilla defender was going to stop that. And I love that coming from Araujo because you can just get a sense, right? Like, Araujo is really transmitting that presence of Puyol, because every time Puyol was on the field, we saw him play his heart out. He was disciplined, he always tracked back, and then he scored headers. And this is exactly what we are seeing from Ronald Araujo. So this was a big moment for this defender. Like, this guy cannot have a bad game no matter where you put him. He plays as a center back, he has a great game. You play him as a right back, he also has a great game. So coming out from that first half, 1 assist has been added towards Dembele's stats sheet, and then 1 goal has been added towards Araujo's stats sheet. This was a very dominant first half coming from FC Barcelona. But now let's move on towards the second half. And let me tell you guys, in the second half, it was a much more intense half, because the one difference that we did see coming from Sevilla's game was that they looked to press. And there was a moment where Ocampos, and I believe it was Rafa Mir, they went to press Eric Garcia. And the one thing that I have noticed about Eric Garcia is that every time Eric Garcia was getting pressed by Sevilla, Eric Garcia showed so much press resistance. Like, there was no way you could get the ball away from Eric Garcia, and I love that. These are the moments where I say this is exactly why Barcelona bought Eric Garcia, is because Eric Garcia was not going to get nervous every time he saw a press coming from Sevilla. Like, Eric Garcia always had the ball. He dribbled around 2 players and gave Barcelona a numerical advantage in the midfield, and this is exactly what Xavi does want. So I am so happy to see that Eric Garcia had a great game, because this was highly needed, and especially for himself. But like I've said, in the second half, it was very tense. There was a lot of tension. It did come to a point where even Koundé received a red card, because we saw Gavi and Alba go up against Koundé. They were trying to take the ball away from Koundé, and then Alba pushed Koundé with his body, and then Koundé threw the ball immediately to Alba's face, and then that is what led towards Koundé receiving that red card. But let me tell you guys, when Koundé received that red card, that was only going to cause great destruction for Sevilla. Like, that was it. It was over. Like, with Koundé out, Sevilla was not going to be seeing those goal scoring opportunities that they wanted to see, because they had to defend with 10 men in their own half. And another thing that I do want to point out is this: the fact that we saw Sevilla get so tense, get so agitated, that put a smile towards my face, because what really reminded me about this whole thing was Pep's Barcelona. There were so many times where we have seen the opposition go up against Pep's Barcelona and they get very agitated, they get frustrated, because they knew that they were not in control of the game. We did not see this before, and especially in the past 12 to 18 months, because Barcelona were in charge of this game and Sevilla were getting very agitated, and that is a great sign for many great things to come. So fast forwarding towards the 73rd minute, we saw Nico Gonzalez coming in for Jugla, which made sense, because I think that with Jugla going into the second half, he didn't really show much like he did in the first half. So Nico came in, Gavi played as a false 9, Nico dropped to the midfield, and then we moved on from there. We saw 2 great chances in those last 15 minutes. Like, for example, on the 74th minute, Gavi received a header. He had that ball and it looked like he almost scored, but from a different angle, it was actually way off. But I just really wish that ball went in, because Gavi deserved that other goal. And then moving on towards the 83rd minute, we saw Dembélé take a shot from the right side with his left foot, and it hit the post. Like, oh my god, guys, like, if only that ball went in, like, if only it was about 1 to 2 inches more to the right, that would have been a goal. And Dembélé needed that goal to really make that statement to everybody that he is here to stay. Because the one player that I would say, right, the one player that I believe was considered as the man of the match besides Ronald Araujo, I would say it was Dembélé, because the amount of attacks that he has produced, the amount of through balls that he produced, the amount of shots that he produced, Dembélé did all of that. Like, he was having such a great game. I have no idea why people are out here in the media or on Instagram or on Twitter saying that Dembélé needs to go, he needs to be be removed immediately. I do not see why people believe that, because Dembele looked like the most dangerous player out there. Like, it reminded me of Sané at Bayern or Gnabry at Bayern. He just continued to compound attacking opportunities on top of Sevilla, and it gave Sevilla such a hard time to defend. But in the end, Barcelona ended this game with a 1-1 tie, and Sevilla just looked like in those last 5 to 10 minutes that they were okay with just 1 point, because they knew that they were not going to be receiving 3 points, and they did not want to lose this game, so they were okay with 1 point. They defended with 10 men. Barcelona, I believe, did deserve to win this game. No matter what you guys do say, Barcelona played very well. And then if we take note of what's currently going on in this club, seeing the amount of players that we are missing and the transfers that need to be made and the players that we do have in this squad, this is not a fully fit or fully strengthened Barcelona. And the fact that we can still strive and cause headaches and take away points from the top 4 teams in La Liga, that again, my friends, is something to really look forward to. I cannot wait until this January transfer window does happen, because I think that by the time we do end that January transfer window and we really start that second half next year, we are really going to see Barcelona gain a lot of momentum. Like, I understand that Xavi looked frustrated on the sideline. He was asking for more from these players. I don't think that that was Xavi saying that these players were playing bad. It's just that he wanted to maximize these players to get the best opportunity possible. So like I've said, this is not a bad result. This is not considered as a bad day. The fact that Barcelona is no longer losing against one of the best in the league, I am so happy to see that. Like, Barcelona have positioned themselves better within the league table, but the only con was that we gave Real Madrid a 5-point lead from second place against Sevilla. But that is basically going to be wrapping up today's Barcelona post-match review. Let me know who was your man of the match. What was your favorite moment in this game? Let me know in the comment sections down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.